You have come across villages that produce only engineers and doctors, but wait, have you come across a twin village in Delhi which makes a name for itself by producing the best and fit bodybuilders? Yes, this twin village is called the country of muscle men, and they train themselves only to become bouncers. Take a look.
The world is getting fitter by the day, and the six-pack craze is catching up like never before. Today, every man wants to be fit and beefy. In general, when we talk about six-pack abs, the first thing that conjures up is the images of Bollywood actors. From Hrithik Roshan to Salman Khan, today, almost every man in showbiz has the hottest bod. Bollywood has evolved over the years from fatties dancing around trees to one of the fittest film industries in the world. And yes, one cannot deny the fact that while they are in showbiz, it becomes one of their priorities. Today, Tinseltown has in fact become a factory that not just produces talent, but also the hottest bods in the world. Every dude and dudette seems to be cut out from a cardboard. The six-pack mania has swept the country literally. More people are enrolling in the gym. While some are inspired by celebrities, some others do it due to their conscious decision. The toughest village in the world. It is nothing like a conventional Indian village. Today, for particular reason, the twin village is going places. The metamorphosis of the small town first took off with the rising real estate businesses. The boom in real estate added richness in the lifestyle of the simple villagers. Gone are the days when only bullock carts used to ply on the muddy tracks. Today, most of the villagers commute on their most expensive bikes. From great roads to pubs, the world is at their feet in suburban Delhi, with real estate business flourishing. There is huge flow of money in the villages where people live cheek by jowl. But with not much educational opportunities, there is hardly any scope for employment opportunities. Asola Fatehpur is today known by the name Millennium City. With cheap booze and women gyrating to Punjabi beats, it is one sight that cannot be missed. Let's meet the fittest people of Asola Fatehpur Berry village. Mind you, just looking at them might make you sweat. The Indian village that breeds bouncers. Take a look at these men. They have transformed themselves from farmers to strong and beefy men. They are not laymen. In fact, they are trained bouncers who have transformed the village to the bodybuilding capital of Delhi. Most of the times, men tone their bodies to enter either films or modeling. But here, the bunch of bodybuilders sweats it out at the gym to take up the job of bouncers. Delhi has been ripped off its tag capital of India. Instead, the metropolitan region has been tagged the rape capital of India. The capital city has put everyone to shame. With an active nightlife in Delhi, these men have trained themselves in bodybuilding to become bouncers. The waxed and dressed to the tea women are protected by these strong men. If a man has to enter the nightclubs here, one has to pass through a wall of muscled men. Almost 90% of the men from the twin villages are employed as bouncers at nightclubs in and around New Delhi. Beast mode on. Asola Fatehpur Berry supplies doormen to Delhi's upmarket bars and clubs. At Asola's gymnasium, the men here spend hours a day sweating and heaving. They are most of the times found on the treadmill, sometimes lifting weight and shaping up their bodies in the most amazing way possible. When we spoke to a trainer at the local wrestling school in Akhada of Asola, this is what he had to say.
इस गांव के असोला फतेहपुर वेर के कोई घर ऐसा नहीं है जो लड़के जिम में या अखाड़े में ना आते हो। सब लड़के एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, अपनी उसके बॉडी के प्रति बड़े जागरूक है। कोई दारू पीनी नहीं पीता, बीड़ी सिगरेट नहीं पीता, कोई तंबाकू वमाकू कोई सेवन नहीं करते।
When we spoke to the muscle men, we learned that more than 200 men from these villages work at the doors of the pubs, bars, nightclubs of the national capital. They act as bodyguards to local dignitaries or secure private colleges, hospitals and even hotels.
मुझे बहुत फख्र है कि बच्चे अखाड़े की वजह से बीड़ी, तंबाकू, सिगरेट और नशे की जो सारी चीजें हैं उनसे दूर हैं।
For them, their bodies are their source of livelihood. Hence, they keep themselves busy at the gym by maintaining their bodies with long and tough sessions. Apart from this, every interval they take to feeding sessions for muscular growth. We are the protectors. Think of us as protectors without whom you cannot run a business. We are possibly the healthiest village in Delhi. Ever since they watched Bhag Milka Bhag, they crave six-packs and want to be lean. The gym is spread across a 3,000 square feet cement structure. The athletic facility is lined up with weights and machines. And it is not as easy as you think. Here one can find men screaming at the top of their lungs and pumping their muscles. They undergo grueling workout sessions that last for hours. If you thought their life was just about pumping, then you are wrong. Their regimes also include hours of wrestling practice and yoga. Each of these bouncers shell out huge bucks for their food on a daily basis. On an average, they gorge on an entire boiled chicken, 10 egg whites, a dozen bananas, and 10 liters of milk. While some bodybuilders go back to square one as farmers, some others sweat it out at the gym, hoping that their skills and strength would take them to the Olympics. Now, how did it all start? We hear the occupation was first introduced to Asola by Vijay 15 years ago. When one morning Vijay was found bodybuilding, he was approached by a pub owner who offered him rupees 10,000 to bring 5 boys to guard a wedding event in New Delhi. The money was more than the village boys had ever seen before, so they grabbed the opportunity. Ever since, bodybuilding has become their main profession. Asola Fatehpur is dominated by the Gujjar community, and the villages are slowly beginning to accept bouncery as a profession. Ever since this became an accepted profession, every boy at a tender age took up wrestling. When they are fit enough, they switch on to a more complex routine like lifting up motorcycles and tractors, which can last up to 6 hours a day. Today, these men have become the prized assets of Delhi. We hope more villages follow suit and find offbeat careers to follow. A News 9 report.